hometown Lions are set to go as they will match up with the Indianapolis Colts. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Toss running left is Mack. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Lions will take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 83 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
2nd and 5. Rivers hands this one to Mack. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, Colts.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. This crowd is not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against, but you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down now. It's Mack. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Flushed out right. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try to throw it back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jamie Collins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Their own 8-yard.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
One good strong tackle by DeForest Buckner. Remember, the Colts gave up their 1st-round pick, number 13 overall, to get it from San Francisco, and they certainly think he's worth it.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Justin Houston in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On fourth down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Quick throw here to Hilton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Rivers from the gun on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Four yards remain for second down. From the gun, Rivers. He finds Taylor, complete, and he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, it's Taylor, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, tip. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Maybe didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Jones has it. Across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Detroit Lions, first down.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
30-yard line.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Rivers now to throw on first down. That's into the hands of Pascal. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
At the 37.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and short yardage. Rivers going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flies.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A good pick up there at 22. A shotgun snap for Stanford. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Short of the goal line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Stanford now to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Matt Prater to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From the gun, Rivers eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And it's third and short.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the... It wasn't the line that jumped that time.
Observation, because most of the time it's those guys. In this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
From the gun, Rivers. He's got Burton here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down, Colts.
First down, Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tracy Walker. He will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The kickoff for Indianapolis.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. On first and 10, Stafford. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
To second and 10.
Throwing again. Stafford. This into the hands of Marvin Hall. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Hall. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays out
there. Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down and 4, Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Rivers pass intercepted. The Lions take over first and
on first and 10, it's Swift. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
on the stop.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the 3rd quarter. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I don't think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit, though. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Kerryon Johnson, third-year man from Auburn. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made at his...
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Good shot, good shot. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll try the air now with Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To throw is Stafford. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. And they tossed it to him.
You remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback and pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. His big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.